Welcome to Oz Comic-Con Day 2. I am here with Ellie dressed as the beautiful Akasha from Queen of the Damned, and by far this is the best one I have ever seen. Can you please tell me, did you make that costume yourself?
Yes, it took 6 months.
You can see the effort in that intricate design. I'm just staring in a non-creepy way, just saying. So what inspired you to cosplay as Akasha?
Well, I wanted to do something big. And it's me and my auntie who actually get involved in our cosplay, so we created it together. I'm not really sure what actually inspired me. I just wanted to do something big, and then we were watching Queen of the Damned one day, and I was like, oh, hell yeah, that. Let's just do that. Because that's going to be great. And then we were like, oh, no, this isn't going to work. Like, 2 hours later, we were like, dear God, what have we done? But then it's worked, obviously, so...
It has paid off greatly.
Paid off.
So what are your goals and cos plans for the future?
I have a list of characters, and it keeps growing instead of shrinking, which is scary, but I don't know, there's a lot of things on there that, like, ranging from just simple things to, like, whoa, massive, but I don't know. My goal is to complete that list, and then when I maybe I'm 80, it'll still be there, so who knows. I like to go for characters who I love, like, personally. Like, it doesn't matter if they're male or female or like a different species or anything like that. I'm like, you know what, I would gender bend that costume, I'll race bend that costume, whatever I want, because cosplay is not about being like, not about, you know, like resembling that character like with your bone structure and everything. It's about being that character and, like, you know, being able to, it doesn't matter if you don't look like that character, to actually just go, you know what, I am this character, and then you act like it and people go, you are that character.
I am here with Beck and Casey, dressed as the beautiful X-women. So, may I get you to introduce your true forms?
Rogue and Kitty Pryde, and this is Lockheed.
Oh, that is so cute. So, how did you guys get into the whole cosplaying thing?
I came to, I don't even remember which convention, like a couple of years ago, and I didn't know people dressed up, but I came and I saw all these people dressed up and I was like, that's awesome, I want to do that. So I just started doing it.
Pretty much the exact same story. Just went to a convention and was like, that looks like fun, I'm going to do it.
Did you guys make your costumes, or did you guys buy them?
No, I'm really, really bad at sewing, so I did buy this because they're not the easiest to sew, but yeah.
I can imagine. Oh, God.
Made little bits, made the belts, altered the jacket, sewed the wigs together, but...
How was the wig to sew together? Because I've seen so many Rogue cosplayers and I'm like sussing out the wigs going, I can't see where you could have bought that.
It was a nightmare. I'm like, I don't think I'll ever be sewing wigs together again. It was so hard.
But at least it looks damn fine, so we're good.
Good, but hard.
So, big question of the hour that I've like been asking a few random cosplayers. With the cosplay is consent movement, have you guys had any issues where people would just like run up, take a photo, walk away, or where do you draw the line between it's okay to run up and give me a random hug, or please don't hug me from behind if I can't see who the hell you are, sort of a thing?
I actually had a really awkward experience yesterday. I was trying on a corset and some guy was there on his phone and he just like turns around and just goes right on my boobs. And yeah, I was just like, I literally was just like, did that just happen? Like,
no.
I didn't even realize like what he was doing, and it wasn't subtle about it at all though, and I was just like, what did that just happen?
It's just yellow as well.
Yeah, like there's no cleavage there, so it's just like you've just got a yellow blob on your phone now. Have fun with that.
That is scungy.
But yeah, I much prefer if people ask permission, because then at least, you know, like those people that do like sneak photos, I'm like, you're gonna get like the side of me as I'm turning away. I might be blinking, like
they've got that weird derp thing going.
Yeah,
in the middle of a photo.
Just ask for a photo and I will stop. Like, it's
or
no
like
big deal.
many cosplayers I've seen where it's like, hey, can you pose? And all of a sudden they'll be like more than happy to just jump into character and go bam and do their pose.
Exactly.
So it's like, why would you sneak? I want to apologize for
Oh
you.
no,
My
it's
God.
not your fault.
Oh
So yeah, don't take pictures of people's boobs without their permission, people at home.
You heard Kitty Pryde. You heard her.
Yeah.
You guys, together as a team or even solo, who would win? You guys or Batman?
Well, we
Oh,
would totally
I was
win.
gonna say, Rogue can just absorb anyone's powers She could just like absorb every like Batman villain's powers and then use them against Batman.
Or just absorb Batman's money. So I've got Paul and Haley, thank you. Okay, so what inspired you guys to cosplay, especially as one of my favorite characters, the Crow?
Well, for a start, obviously we're very big Crow fans, and I don't know, my opinion about it is you only live once, why the hell not?
Very, very true.
But yeah, I love the big Brandon Lee fan, and and just the whole like aura about it is just very cool.
Yeah,
very
that is pretty damn cool. So, with your costumes, how did you guys put it together? Did it take like a little while to get all the pieces together? Or?
Yeah, this took probably 2 weeks to find.
Yeah.
So yeah, his is more.
Yeah, I've had mine. I've had mine since 1998.
Nice.
So and I haven't changed that much, so everything still fits, which is okay.
So you can actually say, what this old thing, when
Yeah.
people ask about your jacket now.
This old thing, yeah, it's like starting to get holes in it and stuff.
So, in regards to cosplaying, have you guys ever done any other characters other than the Crow? And how long have you guys been cosplaying for?
Okay, well, I mean, like, yeah, this is kind of like what I do, what my actual job is. I'm actually a Michael Jackson impersonator, so I'm very, very used to just getting dressed up and playing a character and all that. But yeah, I've been doing this for years and years and years. Haven't really branched out into anything else yet, but yeah, more characters are coming.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, I've only ever done the Huntress. I'm only very new to cosplayer, so yeah.
That's okay. You guys rock it. Even considering new, no one would be able to know. But if you guys could live in any universe, comic book, anime, gaming, which would it be?
She-Ra.
Yeah. Like, I would say the DC universe, because now He-Man is part of the DC universe, and I love He-Man. I love He-Man, I love Batman, I love Superman, so definitely DC.
Well, that perfectly segues into my next question. With you guys, as a duo or as fighting singularly, I don't mind, who would win against Batman?
Whoa. Well, I would say at the very, very least, the good thing about the Crow is that he's constantly healing, so we would just have to wear Batman down.
In regards to like the Melbourne cosplay community, is there anything that stands out that you think should change, or?
I don't know. I just want there just to be more and more of us. You know, like again, you only live once. Yeah, why the hell not? Who cares? Just because you get older doesn't mean you have to grow up.
I'm here with a good and old friend of mine called Lauren, and she is dressed as...
sort of a punkish, my own take on Sailor Mars.
In regards to cosplay, where did you begin? How did your story begin? I'm imagining epic music behind this.
Well, when I was but a child, I went to my first convention. I went to Supernova in Brisbane, I think in 2000 and I want to say 5. And my friend and I both went, and we went, wow, people dress up to this. Oh my god, we didn't know. Like, we'd made sort of an effort. We goffed out for the day. It's an event. Little Geek's going to be there. Anyway, the next year we decided not to chicken out, and we dressed up. And I made my first costume, which was Mary Poppins and the Jolly Holiday dress, which I butchered a wedding dress for. And the rest is history. Like, it's pretty much where I began, and I've loved it ever since.
That is really cool. So is there something that holds really deep in your heart when you select a character, or is it just, if that looks cool, I'm going to do that? Or is there anything in particular?
For me personally, it's sort of, it can be a myriad of things. I might just like the costume. I really love this outfit. It's a store-bought one. I got it when I was in Japan, so it holds a little sentimental value for me. Look, I think when it comes to other people cosplaying, it doesn't really matter. As long as you're having a good time, if you're happy to be here and you just kind of want to be like, hey, I'm going to dress as something because that would just be fun, that's great too. But I like a woman with attitude. So probably Sailor Mars. I like girls who kick butt, and I love doing a femme cosplay of male characters who I think are just have a good heart, and having a character that you really like as a character.
How has cosplay changed you as a person?
That's a wonderful question, actually.
We're getting deep and meaningful
No,
now.
it's such a lovely question. How has it changed me? Look, I've always been extroverted, but having an outlet for that has made my life a better place. It's made my world a better place. Cosplay means that I can come and express myself and express my love for things with other people who are in the same boat as me on a grand scale.
So in regards to the cosplay's consent movement, where do you draw the line with people's behaviours in regards to conventions? Like, for example, is somebody quickly jumping in going ka-chink, taking a photo whilst you're, say, interviewing? Or is that crossing a line? Or is it okay to run up and give someone a hug? Or should you always ask first?
Touching's a tough one. Look, that's where it really comes into consent for me. I think that like a lot of young girls at cons do get groped, and the people who commit this hide behind the fact that these girls are usually shy. That they've been taught by society that you shouldn't make a fuss. When it comes to photos and stuff like that, look, set your own standard with that. If someone comes and takes a photo to you, I think the best thing you can do is just speak up. You're like, hey man, I'm not right now. I'm feeling a little bit down, or I'm not really into this. And if they're going to kick up a stink about it, then they're not worth your time. Exactly. But when it comes to like, especially being like sexually assaulted at cons, being groped, things like that, I cannot stress enough how much you need to speak up and how much you need to make a fuss.
Do you feel that guys get different treatment? Like, for example, if a guy gets groped at a con, which can actually happen, which for some reason a lot of people don't see happening, do you feel that people don't take the men seriously when they're being sexually harassed?
It's one of those things where consent is always key. If it's making you uncomfortable, then let them know. It shouldn't happen to anyone.
If you could live in any anime, gaming, universe, anywhere, no one ever says Attack on Titan. I'm so sad. Where would you want to live?
I think I'd like to live in the Labyrinth with David Bowie. I think that glitter on a man is probably the greatest thing to happen ever.
Oh yeah.
Ever.
Hi, this is Dave. I've taken over from Silhouette. Silhouette's not feeling the best, so I've taken over. Please forgive me. This is my first ones. We'll see how it goes. I am here with the wonderful Cassie and Ruby. And can you please just tell me who your characters are, please?
I'm Elsa from Frozen, and I'm Elsa's sister Anna from Frozen.
Very cool. You guys look amazing. Did you guys make the costumes yourselves?
Yep, absolutely did. Yep, we both made them ourselves.
And how long did it take? Do you mind?
I started mine about a month ago. It was pretty light at the beginning, but the last couple of weeks has just been flat out cosplay making. Yeah, mine's been pretty similar. Last week and a half has just been flat out cosplay making.
And do you guys attend a lot of cons? And do you always cosplay when you attend the cons?
Yeah, we do. Cosplay is one of the main reasons I go to cons. So yeah, me too.
Awesome. So what other characters have you attended as?
I've done a couple of anime characters and quite a bit of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic Pinkie Pie. I've also done quite a few anime cosplays and Vocaloid cosplays.
So why did you decide on these particular characters? And also, you've sort of added enhancements yourself?
Well, when I first saw the movie, I was adamant about cosplaying Elsa and Anna. I didn't realise there'd be quite so many, quite so popular. So when we found out just how many were attending, we decided to put a bit of a spin on it. Yeah, when I went to Supernova this year, I counted the amount of Elsas that there were there, and there was something like 18 over the weekend, and they were all the same 2 costumes that she wears. So we decided that it would be cool to put a twist on the original and do some armor.
It's amazing stuff. If you could live in any universe, gaming, comics, movies, whatever, what would it be and why?
I'd probably have to say anime, just because I wish I was a cartoon sometimes.
Hopefully not Attack on Titan, right?
Pokemon.
Who would win in a fight between Batman and yourselves as your characters here?
Pretty tricky. Batman's pretty agile, but I suppose I could hold him down with a bit of ice for a bit, and I could punch him.
Yay! Cool. Well, thank you very much, ladies, for being on the show. It's been absolutely wonderful, and you guys just look amazing. I can't stress it enough. It's been awesome. And I noticed before while you were waiting, like all the photos with the little kids and stuff. What's it like when the kids come up and like try and get a photo with you?
Oh, it's really sweet. I love little kids, and they always come out with the funniest little things, and it's just, they're just adorable. That's why I've really enjoyed doing these cosplays, because they're popular with both older people and younger kids, so we're getting a lot of mixed audiences, I suppose.
And do they refer to you as your character?
Yeah, they do, especially the kids.
That is so awesome. Anyway, thanks again for being on the show. It's been awesome.